will. And no matter the weather, she's got an FGB family, never unseen, gotta be PG.
Well, mostly.
Work so hard, and all the while she got a kick in her step, and she's got a twinkle in her smile. Knows how
Oh hey, didn't see you there. I don't know if you knew this, but Shay Carl just replied me about my unofficial application to being his editor. Pretty sure he was joking when he was like, my people will contact your people. But then it got me thinking, like, because I do this all the time where I'm like, oh, it's just a joke. But then I was like, but what if it really actually happened? If I was Shay Carl's editor, because if some of you don't know who Shay Carl is, Shay Carl is a YouTuber, a vlogger, a really big one. If you don't know who he is, I don't even know why you're watching my video right now. He's one of the biggest reasons I started my vlogs as well. He was my inspiration for it. In his recent video, he was talking about how he's going to be getting an editor when he moves to LA. At first, this bugged me because, like, it didn't bug me, but I was like, oh, he's not going to be editing his vlogs. Like, this makes me sad. I don't know. It's just that connection I feel like. I don't know what it is, but it wasn't like I was one of those people, apparently, who said they'd unsubscribe. I was just thinking, aw, like, just aw, that's it, right? And then I thought about it, and I was like, dude, he has so much stuff going on, and how do people not realize this? Like, he's got other companies he's a part of, he's got other channels, he's got so much stuff, and, you know, editing would be one thing less off of his list of to-do things. Maybe I'm just, you know, supporting this because I wish I had an editor. I don't really care because I don't have like 100,000 things that he has to do. If I was his editor, I'd have to be in LA. So there's like one bonus right there because I've always wanted to live in LA. No big deal. The only reason I live in Vancouver is because this is like the other movie spot and I can't go to LA because one, I wouldn't have a job, two, I'm Canadian, and it just wouldn't work out. But man, if I was his editor, I would be living in LA, and then I just can't even handle it. And I'd just be like hanging out, you know. Shay Carl would give me his stuff, and I'd be like, oh, hey, Shay Carl, just okay, and then I'd like leave and cry a little bit, and then, oh, it'd just be the best ever. The best ever! How good would it be? So good. And I also would just like to point out that if I was his editor, I wouldn't be as crazy as a fangirl as I seem to be, because I'm starting to realize that people are just people, and it's exciting to hang out with people you watch on YouTube all the time, but people are people. I'm an everyday person, like, let's hang out type thing, and that's the way I'm starting to feel towards other YouTubers, and it helped me to hang out with Michael, Charlie, and Alex to realize this, because, you know, I wasn't freaking out and being like, ugh! But, like, hey, if you do that, that's fine, it's not a big deal, but I just spat all over myself. I'm trying to eat, and, like, I'm starting to get the drooling thing from looking at my food, and I just, bleh. Okay. Anyway, you know, like, do you get what I'm trying to say without sounding rude? Because I'm not trying to sound rude at all. I just mean that I'd be professional about it. I wouldn't faint. Unless it was the first time I got there and I was like, oh, hey, Shay Carl, I'm your editor, faint. And that's what would happen. But then I wouldn't faint again after that because it would be so embarrassing and I would probably never live it down. You know what I love about the fact that my cousin and I work in the mornings now? Well, she goes earlier than me sometimes because she works at 8 a.m. Today I work at 10 p.m., so I was able to jam out to music all morning, and sorry for the neighbors below and the killer up top, but it's just too good. So good. I just realized something so sad. Oh geez. That work shift was interesting. I think I might have gained some respect points somehow and slightly lost some as well. I was talking to a camera. Don't look at me. I'm about to have a deep talk. there's people over there and they're looking at me. I broke down at work today, and there is multiple reasons why I'm telling you this. I was debating whether or not I was going to tell you this, because, like, I'm not saying it to make you feel bad for me. That is not the reason I'm doing this in the slightest. More to show you that, hey, I'm human. We all have our moments, and today was mine. And, like, I thought it was going well. Like, this entire week has been a little bit much because I've been working every day, and I know I wasn't going to talk about it much, but okay, I'm sorry, I threw it out there. Oh wait, I have to go into my bank. Pause your face. Okay, welcome back. Thanks for pausing your face. You can unpause now. I was dealing with some customers that came in, and I didn't see them at first, so they were a little upset that I wasn't there right away. So they were already angry, and then plus on top of that, they just weren't nice people, and I haven't really dealt with anyone with a rude personality yet. Maybe I'm just sensitive today or something, but they were rude. So that kind of added to the stress, and then I wasn't feeling stressed today. I was actually having a really good day, but then when they were really mean to me, and then there was a talk with my boss that kind of set me off too, because he was telling everyone about stuff that he wanted, but I was the first one he told it to, and it just it just was not the time to tell me, I guess. And then on top of that, my best friend hasn't been talking to me, and I don't know why, and I don't really know how to confront them about it. So that's been really bugging me a lot lately. On top of that, not getting any sleep, and then working every day sometimes just makes you go a little crazy, which I guess I have. And so I hit at rock bottom point, and then all was lost. And by all was lost, I mean poop was all over the floor. And if by poop I mean tears, then yes. I don't know, I just lost it, and I couldn't go out and see customers because I legitimately couldn't stop crying. And it wasn't that they were so mean that was what upset me. It wasn't because anything specific, it was just everything in general. And then I kept thinking about those things, and then so I couldn't make myself stop crying. And this isn't the part that I'm wanting to get the point out to. What I wanted to say was that after this all happened and it was over, my manager, I apologized because I was like, sorry, like, it wasn't your fault. I want you to know that. I had my moment, and now the moment's over. I'm okay, right? Like, that's what it was like. And he was like, you know, to be honest, I have more respect for you for being able to cry in front of other people. And I was like, dude, I lost my poop. I couldn't hold it together. Like, I don't get how you have more respect for me, but okay. And this is how do you have more respect for someone that just lost their cool? I don't know, like, I'm not saying I lose respect for anyone who cries. I'm not saying that, but me, I don't like crying in front of people. I hate it, and I try my best to never do that in front of anyone. And I don't know, this confuses me, and this is what I wanted to address, I guess, and that was the point of me telling you everything. But I don't know, I'm not superhuman, I don't have superpowers yet, and just why would you have more respect for someone for that reason? Question mark. Let's go home and have a better day. And it's so sunshiny out, I should be in a positive mood. I am. I just lost my cool earlier, and now I'm cool again.
Guess what I had? I had a nap, and I just woke up, and I think I may be sick because I have that flu-ish headache feeling coming on. So I'm gonna hope that I don't, because I'm going to continue on working tomorrow and the next day and all that, because I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do it, troopers! Troopers, McGroupers! My legs look huge from this angle. I am a tank. I'm Chun-Li, just so everyone's aware. I am Chun-Li! Hey! I want to go to bed. I apologize, by the way, about the terrible audio when I was trying to explain everything, but I wanted to leave it in there because everything wouldn't make sense if I took all the windy parts out. It'd be like, cry, better, manager. And that's all that would have been in there, so hopefully you got past the windiness, or you just skipped it and you were okay. The talk that I've been waiting the last 2 days to talk about, I haven't actually said it even out loud, so I don't even know how this is gonna go. We're just gonna wing it, like I usually do. I have never ever talked about this topic that I'm about to. If you don't know me, my name's Cassandra, and I think a lot about goals and the future. Something that's come across my mind a couple times has been whether or not I ever want a family. And I know you're thinking, okay, Cassandra, you're young, why are you thinking about this? Well, because I think about everything, and I'm crazy. I've always told people that I don't want a family, I don't want kids, I don't want to fall in love, and I think mostly the reason why I say this is because, one, I'm scared of love, and it freaks me out when people say it, and if anyone was to say it to me, freaks me out. I've dumped people for saying it to me. What blew my mind is that I recently decided myself that I want a family. I want when I'm older. Not right now. I just want to pop out some babies right now. I hope you all know. What? No. Later on in life, I want to be a mom, I think. And this is really hard for me to tell you because I've always said that I don't want kids because of my brothers and sisters and how they've made me feel towards kids. But being away from them and then just having them come down, and I really like kids. I enjoy kids. Every time I see a kid, I try to make them smile. It's taken me to move away from my brothers and sisters to realize I want ones of my own. Not right now. And also, it's taken me to realize that with kids comes another factor, that I need to love someone one day. As in, I have to know that word one day, which freaks me out, but that's a thing that needs to happen. And what I'm trying to say is that one day, I'm admitting this, I want to find love, which I think I've maybe admitted before, but I've never admitted to one day wanting to have kids. And that was really hard for me to say because all that kind of stuff freaks me out because it just does. And woo! Plus 100 man points to Cassandra for admitting this. Oh, wait. She just said she wanted to be a mom. Don't know why. That was so hard to admit. I guess I just wish people to see me as someone who doesn't care all the time. But really and truly, I do care about a lot of things. I think overly care and overly think things all the time, which is a downfall, I think. But why do I even want to be a mom? Good question, Cassandra. I think it's because I'll get to take care of someone one day, and I like that feeling of being able to take care of someone because I like making people happy. So I'd like to make my child happy one day. I used to say when I was younger, though, that I wanted to adopt a kid, which I would still consider doing. I think that would be hard, though, if I had my own kids and then adopted a kid because I think they'd feel left out. But I'd want to give that kid a home and all that. I'd want to be the Angelina Jolie of YouTube and just adopt a bunch of babies from different countries and take care of them. Hey, way to make this topic not serious anymore. Whatever, it's done. I've been actually recording for 8 minutes and condensed this down quite a bit, so woo! Yeah! Woo! I should just do that for a minute just to make this vlog even longer. Okay. Sorry. Today's been a little weird. It's been up and down. We've been on a little bit of a roller coaster, had some deep talks and loud talks and woo! A lot of that too. I think I'm gonna probably go to bed in like an hour. So I'm just gonna say goodnight now because nothing cool is going to happen in the rest of today. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being there for me. Thanks for being one of the people that I talk to because I don't have my parents around anymore to talk to all the time, and I'm not going to call them up and be like, hey, mom and dad, listen to my problems. Unfortunately, I just gave you all that burden, and I'm sorry because I hate doing that to people where they have to listen to my problems. It just happens sometimes, though, because you have to get it out sometimes. I like cooping things up, and then when they all get cooped up, I'm like an egg and I break. Good analogy, right? This has been a 9-minute talk. Stop this nonsense! And I bid you all adieu! And good night.